Hello, welcome to another Racquet review. I'm Tennisrally and today I will be reviewing the new Head Gravity Pro and MP. So in this video I will go through both these rackets. This is the second release of the Gravity lineup, with the first in 2019 and the second now in 2021. And just a heads up, there's nothing new with the Gravity Pro or MP, it's just the paint job and nothing inside of the frame. So this is not a comparison between the old versus the new, because there is simply nothing changed in the racket. So before we go into the review, please subscribe if you find this information valuable and if you enjoy the video. And we can continue. So the Gravity line is made to create a bigger sweet spot and therefore has more forgiveness for a modern play style. The targeted player is very different from the Pro and MP. The Pro is more of a player's racket, similar to a Prestige MP, but more forgiving. And the MP is more like a Radical in terms of playability, but of course with a bigger sweet spot. You can see the specs on the screen. If we start with the Gravity Pro, we have a 100 square inch head size, weight unstrung 315 grams, unstrung balance 315 millimeters or 9 points headlight, swing weight 332, string pattern 18 by 20, beam width 20 millimeters and stiffness 62. And the MP is pretty similar, but instead of 315 grams unstrung weight, we have a 295 gram unstrung weight, and then the balance is 325 millimeters or 6 points headlight, swing weight 323, string pattern 16 by 20, and beam width is 22 millimeters. So these two rackets are in the same range, but they play very different because of their specifications. The MP has a thicker beam and a more open string pattern, which allows for more power and more spin. Therefore it has a higher CPI index. The CPI index is head's power scale, as you can see on the screen. The same CPI are applied for the 2021 models as well. It's the same as from 2020. So the MP is still a pretty controlled frame, but not like the Pro model. The Pro is very controlled, as mentioned, at a CPI of 200. It's almost the lowest on the scale. So it demands a lot more from the user compared to the MP, so have that in mind before buying any of them. So let's start with the Pro model. I enjoy the feel and the response of this racket. It's not as normal with thin rackets with big head sizes, so this was a new experience for me. I loved it from all areas of the court, but more on the slice and serve for some reason. I've had a lot of troubles in the past serving with the Gravity rackets. The reason is unknown, it just doesn't work for me, but this issue has seemed to disappear completely. So the racket offers really great control for flatter hitting as well, but I found it a bit unstable when I tried to rip it really flat, and I didn't feel comfortable doing it as often as I do with my Pure Strike. The spin potential is as expected with a 18 by 20 string pattern, so I recommend to string it lower to get some great snap out of the string bed. All in all, it was a good experience. I wouldn't use this personally, since I prefer smaller head sizes for my one-handed backhand, but for a two-hander this will fit better in my opinion. To sum it up, great control, precision and big sweet spot for your two-handed backhand. So let's continue with the MP. This model could fit the same kind of player as the Pro, but maybe for a teenager or at least someone with less experience and less force coming from their strokes. If not, I would need some lead to bump up the weight, at least about 305 grams unstrung, which will give this frame even more power and more pop. Compared to the Pro, it offers less control and precision, but compromises this with spin and maneuverability instead. It has the same great feel, same stiffness, maybe a tad more muted since the beam is a bit thicker, but then the string pattern is more open, so this might be the same result in the end. I would need some more weight on this to make it playable for me. It is too unstable, and I tried to make up for this by making it more head heavy, which helps a bit, but not enough in my opinion. So, which racket should you go for? It all depends on your liking and what you are looking in a racket. If you are comfortable generating pace and spin by yourself, then the Pro will be a better choice, since it's more control and demands more from a more experienced player. If you want some extra spin and more power, but still want to remain control, then the MP will be a great option. And remember what I said in the beginning, the Pro is more like a Prestige. It has the control of a Prestige, the same CPI, and the MP is more like a Radical. It has the same CPI as the Radical MP, and it's more versatile like a Radical. So it's two different rackets with almost two different targets and different aspects that will help you in your game. But that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram for even more content. And that's all from me. Hope you have a great day. Bye.